that's when I realized that paper is the leading cause of office infections. Paper cuts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was new to me.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're live with another edition. This is season 10 on the road. Adam and Carl taking the show on the road, and we're excited to have as our first guest Dr. Amy Del Corvo. And of course, before we get into it, Amy, we always have our opening debate, and today's opening debate is conference swag. Love it, leave it. What's your favorite? Adam, you go, and then we'll get Amy in.
Right now it's weird because everybody's trying to save money, but then have really cool swag at the same time. One of the coolest things I've seen recently, and just because my kids are into it, the little Labubus. I've seen they're little Labubus with the shirt for the company on there. That's the cool little swag I'm seeing now. People are hanging them on their bags now. So yeah, that's cool little swag I've seen.
Amy, what about you?
Last conference I was at, I received a screaming monkey where you pull the arms and it screams in this horrific screech. It terrifies my grandkids.
That's got to be a winner. I mean, I think the typical stuff I see stylists is, I always love the battery packs.
Yeah.
Because we're giving them away this week.
Hey, that's a plug for next week. Because my kids are always like, Dad, do you have any more of those extra? And they steal them out of my backpack.
Yeah.
All my battery packs.
That and the multi chargers, the cables that do all the things.
Oh, like the octopus.
Yeah. I stick those in my car for the people who are in the back seat or whatever. They're like, hey, you have a charger cable? I'll just give them that one because they walk away with it. I don't care.
Let's get real though. What's the worst one? What's the worst swag when you're like, oh, I'm thinking the heart candy, but I mean,
postcards, flyers.
Yeah.
Nobody wants another flyer. Okay. Nobody wants another.
And that's got to be tricky because that's like marketing 101. Let's put a big, beautiful, colorful flyer with a QR code. Those will go where? Straight into the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they'll go in the bag and then go to the trash. So I feel like I'm transporting flyers across state lines.
You're transporting refuse.
I'm a mule for flyers.
A refuse refugee. That's good.
Do you mind if I just jump in with you?
No. I bet you will introduce her too, but yeah, go ahead, Amy.
The amount of money spent on the postage because of the weight of these flyers is crazy.
Because it has to be the good paper. It can't be.
So tell us who you are, Amy, now that we've gotten all the important stuff out of the way.
I'm just here to get in the middle of these two today. Dr. Amy Del Corvo, I'm the CEO Executive Director. This is my 15th year at NYSCATE, which is the New York State Association for Computers and Technologies and Education.
We love acronyms in education.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
And I think y'all are celebrating, by the way, I'm doing trivia night later this week. So if you're watching, they're going to see this podcast afterwards.
Yeah.
So one of the answers is, one of the questions is, what year did NYSCATE, what year was it formed?
1965, Carl.
65. So those of you that are after the fact, you're going to know. And actually, there's a sign in the trivia room that says celebrating 60 years. So somebody in the room, if they're looking, will be able to do some quick.
If they're at the conference and they missed that question, there's an issue.
Yeah.
Because yes, this is our 60th year, which obviously is much older than any of the three of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
But NYSCATE, and what's so interesting? Can you imagine in 1965, right?
Yeah.
So the name of NYSCATE was Nice AIDS. Okay, so that's Nice AIDS.
Nice AIDS, spelled NYSAEDS, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was, academic education systems. Who would have thought that we would be here 60 years later and what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
AI. We have Microsoft is our premier sponsor.
Okay.
Not a plug, but they have stood by.
You're welcome to sponsor this podcast too, Microsoft.
We have holograms.
Yeah.
Of all of our sponsors that you'll see
going to be here
in their backpacks. So we have, who would have thought we would be having these discussions, back when this data group was formed. So it's amazing.
The evolution of all of this. And this is all about elevating learning. That's the motto for this conference. So tell us, elevate our learning right now and give us a little behind the scenes look. What are some things that happen? You've been running this show for a while. And you're connected, I know, with also a lot of other conference organizers because it's a very isolating position, I feel like, your role. So it's great to have those connections with, I know, Jill, we're going to see her at pretty soon. Jen Womble, who we haven't had on the podcast.
Next month,
at FETC. What are some behind the scene things that you like, that you can reveal that goes on? It's
like how the sausage is made.
Yeah, exactly. How the sausage is made. There.
Interesting. So, little known fact, I believe, but we all talk to each other. So as you know, Jen and I are great friends. Jill, Pierce, and I go way back. We were just at MassQ with Grace and Andrea. They'll be here on site. They'll all be here on site.
Yes.
Stacey Hawthorne, who is the chair of COSN, is going to be here on site. we are all really close and we talk a lot. So if something happens at a conference, which is a home run, we all replicate it,
Yeah.
right? Either a classroom of the future or a keynote.
Keynote
We're
speaker,
both
yeah.
keynote speakers. So it is no surprise. One year we had Carl
Yep.
and he knocked it out of the park, and then you were at Tennessee and
Yep.
Florida. And there's no secret to that. Secret sauce. Same
Yeah.
with Adam, right? You at MassQ last
Yep, yep.
month, you're at NYSCATE this month. But we all talk a lot. A lot.
Good.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helps with the consistency of messages across all the educators, right, Adam?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's one thing you want to have geographical differences. Like New York faces certain problems that Tennessee doesn't,
Correct.
but I do think there's some global ones that we need to all be talking about.
Yeah. But with that too, it's amazing that talk about having your PLN, your friend group, your group chat, to be able to like
Yes.
bounce these ideas off each other. Carl and I were having a conversation about that the other day about how important it is to build your community to help you out. And that's one great thing that conferences have are those moments where you can find like-minded people that are dealing with some of the same problems, the same issues, same challenges and opportunities that we're facing right now. So with that being said, what do you see as like the thing right now that is going to bring a lot of our educators together? What things that you see them grappling with right now in education?
Well, no surprise. I'm on duty. I apologize.
It's in the middle. By the way,
Yeah.
the conference starts tomorrow. She's
Yeah,
like,
she's-
this is her phone has been blowing up. So thank you so much for giving us a few minutes.
And I apologize for the ring. No surprise, it's AI.
Yeah.
But what I see is happening, and I just came back from our New York State School Boards convention. We talked about this, and we had our school administrators conference. And every conference you're at right now, AI is embedded.
Yeah.
I will caution, don't lead with it, have it be embedded, because learning, I always
Good
tell
point.
people, everybody is running a marathon in different lanes. I want policy. One of my sessions I'm doing here is from policy to practice, right? What comes first?
Right.
Well, if you think you're going to stop any of the practice between students and teachers to wait for policy, you're out of your mind because it's
Yeah.
already out of the gate.
Yeah.
So it's finding that in between of all of these people running with this AI frenzy. And I think that's what you're going to see a lot of. But I think educators are also kind of overhearing AI everywhere. So if you go back to internet, if you go back to wireless, it's like internet. Internet obviously is ubiquitous. Everybody uses it. Everybody AI is going to be everywhere.
Right.
We have to keep our eye on the end. We are here for student learning. We are here as facilitators.
Yep.
How do we do that where everybody benefits without the crazy frenzy of AI? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird
That's
thing.
my
Like I think
feeling.
we mentioned internet, like internet, it took a lot of infrastructural stuff to get everybody access to it, and still we're
Still
still
working
working on
We're
it.
still,
But with AI, it's literally there,
Turn
by
it
and
on.
large,
Yeah.
true.
if you can get to a web browser, you have AI access.
Tell us a little. So since we're doing this on the road, we want to feature the space. So tell us a little bit about the space because it's always hard to move a conference, and you moved your conference from Rochester to where we are now, which is Verona, New York, at the beautiful Turning Stone Resort Spa Casino. I'll add casino in there, which is always fun, especially with my budget. But tell us about the space because this is the second year it's happened here. There's some things coming down the road. You want to give us a little? She's blowing up again, folks.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Tell us a little. Just give us a little bit about the space, and then also what's coming.
Sure. So we spent 20 years in Rochester, New York, and phenomenal space, phenomenal city. It's my hometown. And we moved, if you look at a map of New York State, Verona, New York,
Mhm.
right smack in the middle.
Okay.
Right smack in the middle. And we made a big change a year ago. The difference here is we are again, there's two spas. There is a casino, and we were really worried that the casino would be
Yeah, but it's
a detractor. Not at all.
because
Yeah.
they have ways around. You don't have to like always be in the casino. You have to go to it. You have to have
Yeah.
intention. Yeah, I like that.
Yes. There's obviously meeting space, arenas for exhibits. We knew we were too large when we came here last year, busting at the seams, and we are again this year. However, there is a $350 million construction project, which I am beyond thrilled. Yesterday, I took a hard hat tour. You saw my picture.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
NYSCATE is the first. We are the largest convention here.
Oh wow.
And of anybody.
Yeah.
And the opening was set for April of 2027. A few weeks ago, they approached me and said, we like what you do. We would like NYSCATE to be the opening of the center in November of 2026.
Next year.
Wow.
Get here
Yeah, that's
next
big time.
year and
Yeah.
check out the new space. If you're not here now, get here next
Yeah.
year. I am excited about that. And you have a keynote tomorrow. that's interesting. I read his bio online. I don't. Is he,
Oh, no.
yeah,
Have you heard?
it's his name is real weird. It's like Pihal.
Yeah, I've heard of that guy.
He held 111.
What do you when you bring someone like Adam or myself to your set to a keynote, what is something you as a conference organizer says like, I hope that my attendees can take away? This is what I heard from that person that I want them to also hear. Is there something with Adam or me? Yeah.
Yes, and I did have a sneak peek. I heard Adam last month at MassQ. Um, you can go a couple different ways. So with keynote speakers, they can be very academic, right? And which is very important in
Yeah.
our field. You can have somebody who is inspiring, which is important. You can have somebody who's provocative, and we all know names over the years have been very provocative,
Been on this podcast.
right? Oh, I bet. Political angles.
Yep.
There's, have people from the state ed, USDOE. What I try and really with everything that I do is if you walk out of the room with either one idea
Yeah.
or you've been moved in some way to make a difference for the betterment of your school, of your family life, of society, then it was a huge success. So what you're going to be hearing tomorrow from Adam, actually, we were just talking offline. His keynote tomorrow is very, very personal. It is something that I think everybody in the room will resonate with one way or the other because it's not going to be the same for everybody. And you're going to leave completely inspired. Sunday is our
Aw.
Sunday is our
No pressure.
And if
I was
can you get him? Got it to know.
Yeah, it's been nice to know you. All she asks is that you have every single person walk away with at least one thing
Yes,
that they
yes.
take with practice, and also that you inspire every single person in the room. So
Yeah.
no pressure at all, really.
Last year,
You got this.
our Sunday, it's a feel good day Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Last year was Jordan Zimmerman.
Oh,
Was,
Jordan, awesome.
Yeah.
Jordan was, and I think at first people really didn't know what to expect. When everybody left that room, and they felt different, but everybody felt.
Yeah.
Everybody was, oh my goodness, and my son and my student,
Make
and
that connection.
Yeah.
everybody made a separate connection. And that's what you want. You want people to feel it when they leave.
Jordan, a nonverbal keynote speaker.
Yeah. Amazing.
Sound, and when you say those words, like wow, but the way she does it, she captivates you with her voice to text and the text to voice and
Such an advocate.
and emotive. And, yeah, you feel after like the first couple of minutes, it's almost you hear her talking.
You do. And at first you have a tendency, or at least I did, my personal feeling was I almost felt sorry for it for the first 5 minutes. That was it.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, now we're gonna do this. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the thing. When you have a speaker or you have those moments, you want people to have a feeling.
Yeah.
You want that feeling to be something that not only lasts while they're hearing that speaker, but once it's gone, to then take action around, the entire conference. Because I've been so motivated from hearing this person that now let me look at these sessions and find things that I can take into my craft and move things forward in my spaces. So let me ask you this: so when you have your attendees here, and you're talking about like the next year, bigger space, more folks. What is the dream scenario for you as far as like conference size and reach of this event? Like, that box where like, yes, I've made it there.
But you also don't want to make it so massive
yeah.
that like you lose the personal feel, which is what I always love about this event.
There's a difference of quality and quantity.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. I mean, you want quantity for financial reasons and with the exhibit hall and your sponsors. But if the quality is not there, your numbers are going to subside, right?
Yeah.
So you need to lead with quality. I'm really proud of NYSCATE for that. And NYSCATE always has a very close family feel. I mean, it is a week of Thanksgiving, so people are feeling good anyway. But once, as Carl knows now, and now you're into it, it's kind of like once you check in, you never leave. Once you're part of that NYSCATE family, and I know a lot of people say that, but it really is true here.
Yeah.
And so when we talk numbers, we will never be an FETC. We will never be an ISTE, nor do I think that I want to be. What I want is for people to, if they have an area to choose to spend their time, I want it to be with us.
Yeah.
And our numbers are the highest they've ever been this year. Our exhibit floor is completely sold out. Our sponsors, and at a time when not everybody is seeing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I've seen dips in other places, and so you guys are going up.
But Carl, we look at it differently. Our sponsors, and I mentioned Microsoft, they are our premier sponsor and have been. But we have Google, we have you name it. You know all of them that are here supporting us. Over 200 of them. They're partners to me. It's not a transaction of
I agree.
buy a booth and come here. It really is. And everything that we do as an organization is very much in partnership with our school administrators, with our state school boards association, with each of the BOCES, which are ESAs throughout the state. I really feel nobody can do it alone. But if you take your part, you take your part, I take my part, it's great. Let's do it together and make something even
Amazing
bigger.
collaboration.
Yeah.
As I got to wrap up because we have to. I am actually hosting a tech and learning event that's happening right now. Prior to
Listen, a conference across.
and she's actually got some other stuff to do. So we always end up with this. We have a last question that we always ask our guests, and that is, what is something you do to keep yourself undisrupted in this world of all these things happening, managing all this? What's something you do for yourself to like, bring yourself back?
You know what I do, Carl. I about
Pickleball.
a year ago, I became one of those crazy pickleball
Same.
people.
Yeah.
Same.
I play 4 to 5 days a week, 2 to 3 hours at a time.
Oh, wow.
And but I'm gonna can I talk about Mr. Walker?
Yeah.
Because my whole life, like everybody else, I've battled weight, I've battled, stress at work, this and that. And I'm a grandma for mom of 5, very happy in my life as a whole, but who doesn't want to be healthier? So, I belong to the Y, I work out on a bike, I walk a lot, but while I'm walking, I'm working. While I'm on a bike, I'm working. While I'm lifting weights, I'm working in my head, right? Because
Yeah, because you're
I have to
processing.
do this, I have to do this, constantly processing.
Yeah.
When I'm on that pickleball court with 80-year-old Betty,
Who can
yeah,
slam
Betty's
it?
gonna kick my butt as I am all in mentally and physically.
She's over there spinning the paddle like,
Oh, yeah. And it is such a positive release for me because I'm
Absolutely.
competitive like I was in high school sports, yet it gets the cardio going. But I am one of the I have become a crazy pickleball grandma.
I like that you black it. I black everything else, like all those those things in the back of your mind just disappear because at that moment you have to be focused, and
Yeah.
so that puts you in the present.
in the zone. You have to be in
Yeah.
the zone.
Well, tell us quickly, where can we find more about your great organization and information about it?
Absolutely. Well, in person at Turning Stone.
Right here.
Again, November 26th is the grand opening of this massive center here. So come in. We have people from almost every state here.
Yeah.
And www.nyscate.org is our URL website, like everybody has. But come and be part of us. This is a cool part. We've got, again, people from Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, California flying in. We are all welcoming to everyone. And by the way, membership in NYSCATE is free, no cost. All
much
you
is that,
go
Adam?
go on the website and just sign up.
Free 99.
Yeah, free 99.
That's our favorite price.
Hey, free 99.
Free 99. That's right.
It's free 99.
It's not $3.99. It's free
Free.
99, which means it's actually free.
Free.
It's not actually 99 cents, folks. It's free.
free.
That's Adam's way of saying 3.99.
Just saying.
We're all-
It's fun to be in the middle of it.
Yeah.
She's Dr. Amy Del Corvo, everybody. And be sure to check out NYSCATE, www.nyscate.org. And he's Adam, and you can follow him at AskAdam3.
And he's Carl, and you can follow him at
Hooker Tech.
Hooker Tech. Ah, there we go. There we go.
Socials are changing. I'm mostly
Tech,
Hooker Tech.
yes. And remember, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, some days.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are better together,
And we are better.
undisrupted.